Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, Sunday from South Dakota, yeah, oh yeah. Experimenting with the green screen today. You can see through my shirt a little bit. All right. It's kind of fun, right? South Dakota. South Dakota. What a mysterious journey. Let's see some comments. Facebook, anybody? Can you comment on Facebook? Can you comment this week? Yes, Aaron, yes. Yeah, Aaron, I've been driving all week and I made it to South Dakota. So here we are. Welcome to South Dakota. Great faces, great places. Has anyone been to South Dakota? Nice. Hello, Lisa. Has anyone been to South Dakota? I've been to South Dakota. Andrew on YouTube. Yeah, maybe super spreader event. Possibly super spreader event. Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. It's real foggy and misty and mysterious out here today. For fun, I wore my color shirt and you can see through it in the places where there's green. So that should be fun. Share the broadcast with your friends. Let them know. Oh, Pete is back live. Hey, Pete. Pete's doing the work out there in this election season. This year I was supposed to ride my bike all over the countryside, but instead I'm staying at home and doing live streams, a series of live streams all over the internet, and now I have a green screen. I love this. I know this is kind of like I love this photo of South Dakota, this Allen, South Dakota, because this is the sky that I think of when I think of the Midwest. Oh, Henry knows his South Dakota. Holy moly. Yeah, we'll go to the Badlands today. We're going to go to the Black Hills. I didn't think of Wall Drug. We should go to Wall Drug. I'll see if I can pull that up. My finger has healed a little bit from cutting it on the onion, trying to cut the onion, so I'll try some guitar today. Somewhere out there in the world tonight, there's a man hungry and sick and frozen with fright, who is trying to cross the United States border. I'm up here on the 4th floor tonight. I'm hungry, I'm sick, and I'm frozen with fright. I'm trying to get my hilarious life in order. And I know what the score is. And I know what a war is. People die in a war. It's all happened before. People die in a war. It's all happened before. Last we spoke, I made a terrible joke. You laughed, but you knew it was a terrible joke. There was a time not that long ago when all of my jokes were good ones. So maybe I lost it in the back of that truck. Or that night we swam naked in the lake, and we stuck to each other, and we clutched, and we kissed, and we knew we could make it. But I know what the score is, and I know what a war is. People lose in a war. It's all happened before. People lose in a war. It's all happened before. Well, I said, wait a minute, you got an eyelash, let me get it before I go. And I said, wait a minute, let me get it. Now make a wish and blow. I'd give anything to know what that wish was. What that wish was. Somewhere on another planet tonight, I'm fairly certain there's intelligent life, and they're using their time and their tests to figure out what love is. All right. How about a little song? Share the stream, share the stream. All you gotta do is share the stream. All you gotta do is share the live stream in your feed. Share the stream, share the stream. All you gotta do is share the stream. Get more people to watch the stream. Because Facebook doesn't like it when you don't stream straight from Facebook. Facebook doesn't like very many things. Facebook just likes money, lots and lots of money. Facebook has no morality. Thank you. Okay, great. So share the stream, share the stream. All you gotta do is share the stream, share the stream, share the stream right now. Oh, share the stream, because Facebook doesn't like it when you don't stream straight from Facebook. Sioux Falls, no way. That's on the list here. This is an actual picture of Sioux Falls that I took with my own phone. Check it out. Ooh, Samantha coming in with a trivia game. Ooh, I want to show it, Yeah, no, show that one. Uh-oh. Come on now, stream. I'm trying to show Samantha's, I'm trying to post Samantha's post, and it won't do it. Uh-oh. What do we got here? I'm here. I'm still here. There we go. Okay. Maybe we're having a little connectivity problem. Stick with me. It's all good. We're all on the web now, baby. We're all on the web now. Okay, this is a great question. Thanks, Corey. Corey says great answer. What is Nebraska's state bird? We'll look it up. We all have the internet in front of us, but don't look now. All right, we'll think about it. Oh, gratitude moment. I had that up too. Well, let's have a gratitude moment. I will have a gratitude moment for my friend Matt Faulkner, who is a South Dakota native and lives in South Dakota and has showed me around. He was with me on this trip here to the actual Sioux Falls. That's not him down there, but I'll do a Matt Faulkner song in honor of Matt Faulkner. This is called Love Ain't Easy. Yeah, Cindy, you're exactly right. I think that Facebook got mad when I said it has no morality and only cares about money, and it injured my feed. Isn't this fun with this shirt? You can see through, you can see the falls through the shirt. All right, this is Matt Faulkner's song. Oh, I decided to play this before I practiced it. Do I know this? I'll get it. Stay with me. How does this song start? It's such a beautiful song. Oh, Anthony, what's the first line? Oh, yeah. Great, got it. Whether down in the valley. Wait a minute. That's a gratitude moment. Gratitude moment for friends that show up in your live stream and give you the first words to the song. Whether down in the valley or up on a plane, I wear my heart out like a weather vane. I'm an open book, I'm an easy man. I make a fool out of myself anytime I can. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. I've been a bad example, been a good one too. Yeah, I'm still single and with nothing in view. But I'm called where I stand, whether I'm sweet or I'm bland to you. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. Oh, Anthony, I wish I had your harmonies here and Raina's harmonies. In the sunshine, in the winter, on a mountain, down a river. banged up old heart, and I'm a sinner. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. Love ain't easy, but it's grand. Love ain't easy when you're a man. Sometimes I'm weak, sometimes I'm strong, sometimes I ain't got a brain at all. From the Gulf of Mexico, South Dakota, Buffalo, I've been seasoned with a reason to live. Oh God, what a beautiful song, what a beautiful song. Sweet assist, Anthony, great call. Uncle Russ, man. Weird Al. Yes, no. I got this shirt at the Oregon Country Fair. I had these really colorful shorts, and they were like the same as this shirt, but in short form. And this guy came up to me and handed me the shirt. He was like, "You need to have this shirt. This is the right shirt for you." We are in South Dakota today, for those of you that are just joining us. I love this picture, approaching the Badlands. Samantha, yes I can. I'll do that song right now. Good call. Also, thanks Mo, but I couldn't have done it without Anthony. Anthony gave me the sweet assist. It's funny how all you need is the first line. You get the first line and you're good to go, but you don't have that first line, you're in trouble. Okay, we're going back to 2007. 2007. With the request from Samantha. Like it, the deep cut. Also, we invented a new thing last week, which was the all request medley. So throw some requests in the comments, and I'll work them into an all request medley here at some point, which is can be really fun for everyone. Okay, now this one, can I remember this one? '07. Who's feeling it? She's playing games, she's playing hard to get. I know I've seen it before, I know how she gets. Starve her for a few days, don't give her any water, she'll be crawling back to kill you. But this is what happens, it's what happens, it's what happens. It's not sad, it's not sad. So I will not be hesitating, I will not be hesitating, I will not be hesitating this time. There's a hurricane, you know a hurricane. You never make me cry, never make me cry. Ooh. Hurt my finger on that little slide there. Woo! takes a long time for your finger to recover from an onion slice. You gotta be real careful when you're cutting onions. We soldier through. The ace of spades, the two of clubs, the six of diamonds, the jack of hearts, the nine of hearts, the ace of spades, the six of diamonds, the jack of spades, the queen of spades, the ace of spades, the six of diamonds, the jack of spades, the queen of spades, the king of clubs. Clubs. So a hurricane, you know a hurricane can never make me cry. So I will not be hesitating, I will not be hesitating, I will not be hesitating this time. Because a hurricane, you know a hurricane can never make me cry, never make me cry. See how the falsetto's doing? These gigs are early. These 11 a.m. gigs are early, man. 11 a.m. gigs are early. How's the falsetto doing now? Share the live stream if you're watching on Facebook, because Facebook penalizes you if you don't stream straight from Facebook. Facebook penalizes you because Facebook only knows about greed and division and lots of great sadness. But it's confusing, isn't it? It's confusing. It's confusing because you read all these horrible things about Facebook, but here we are connecting on Facebook. So I'm grateful for it in my own way. Very strange. Victoria asks, penalizes you. Yes. So in order to do these sweet live streams where I can, do all kinds of fun stuff like put up my store, post the comments and everything, Facebook penalizes you and does not share your stream with as many people. I've learned. So I got to do this song while we're in the Badlands here. Let's get into the Badlands more. The Badlands really are a remarkable, amazing place. Look at this picture, dude. Oh my gosh, you can see like the lines of time on the pictures. So cool. Here's how dorky I am. When I drove through the Badlands in probably, when was that, 2008 or something? I made a playlist that was just all the live versions I had of Bruce Springsteen playing Badlands. Which is an embarrassing number of them because of the number of bootlegs I have. And I just listened to it continuously while I drove through the Badlands. a lot of requests for Raina's song Badlands. I don't know that one. Rob and Pamela, beautiful song, but I'm gonna do a song called Badlands by an artist known as Bruce Springsteen. I actually acquired the rights to cover this song a couple of years ago, and I never followed through on it. But I paid Bruce Springsteen like $100 or something. $131 was what it was for the whatever it was. And I got this. It was very, very complex to be able to cover Bruce Springsteen's song like officially. I had to do a whole lawyer interaction, and I got this like contract in the mail signed by Bruce, maybe, or maybe just forged, and then his manager signed it, and I had to sign all these. It was very complicated, and I didn't even put it out. So, but I just love that I gave Bruce like over $100. He needs it. It's good. Bruce needs it. Lights out tonight, trouble in the heartland, got a head-on collision, smashing in my guts, man. I'm caught in a crossfire that I don't understand. There's one thing I know for sure, I don't give a damn for the same old played out scenes, and I don't give a damn for just the in-betweens. Honey, I want the heart, I want the soul, I want control right now. Listen to me, baby. You talk about a dream, try to make it real. You wake up in the night with a fear so real. You spend your life waiting for a moment that just don't come. Don't waste your time waiting. Badlands, you gotta live it every day. Let the broken heart stand as the price you gotta pay. Keep pushing till it's understood, and these badlands start treating us good. Working in the fields, you get your back burned, working neath the wheels. Get your facts learned. Well, baby, I got my facts learned real good right now. You better get it straight, darling. Poor men wanna be rich, rich men wanna be king, and a king ain't satisfied till he rules everything. I wanna go out tonight, I wanna find out what I've got. I believe in the love that you gave me. I believe in the faith that can save me. I believe in the hope, and I pray that one day it will raise me above these badlands. You gotta live it every day. Let the broken heart stand as the price you gotta pay. Keep pushing till it's understood, and these badlands start treating us good. For the ones who had a notion deep inside, that it ain't no sin to be glad you're alive. I wanna find one place, I wanna find one face that ain't looking through me. I wanna find one place, I wanna spit in the face of these badlands. love that song. Oh man. All right, so check it out. This week I spoke to my friend Eliza Blue. Now, I went to high school with Eliza. I've known her for 24 years, and we had a wonderful conversation. And I'm just going to play a couple short clips from it. I'm not going to play as much as I did last week. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll share the whole thing on YouTube or something so you can watch it if you want to. But I just want to share a little pieces of this interview with Eliza because she lives in South Dakota, very rural South Dakota, and it's just the idea with this going to these places that I was going to go on the bike tour this year and will when it's safe to do so. Um, is just to visit the people and places of those places. And I'm also touring. I'm on a tour, man. I'm on a virtual tour behind my new album, The Information Age. So that's what's going on here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. So here's a brief. I've got a couple of these. I'll just play one of them now, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little couple more. But here's a little bit from my friend Eliza. You mentioned you play music. You've written beautiful songs. And then there's this new chapter to your creativity, which is this authorship. You wrote a book.
Yeah.
Called Accidental Rancher.
Uh-huh.
I love it. So tell me, I mean, yeah, you've kind of set that up beautifully in our talk here. Talk a little bit about what that's about.
So, well, basically having moved, to this rural place and not really being able to play music the way I had been, I started writing a little column for our little local newspaper, just as a creative outlet, and it ended up just people really appreciated it, and I think it's in large part because not being from here, when I was experiencing these things, it was with this sort of these fresh eyes. So then, I'd be describing what was happening to me, and it was something people could relate to. And at any rate, that it just ended up taking off. And so it's now run by, I think, 11 or 12 different print publications across the state. And then through that, I just started getting other writing work, and eventually sent this manuscript to the editor of South Dakota Magazine, just to see if she had any ideas, unaware that they had a publishing arm. So South Dakota Publishing is who published the book, and we had this whole great big book tour thing we were going to do this summer.
Oh.
All got canceled too. So it's been kind of a bummer because we did want to do, there were events planned, but that's okay. So
well, that's the first of many that you can write more books.
yeah, and I probably will, because that's, like I said, you can write from a rural area a lot easier than you can play music.
Yeah. So the accident in the Accidental Rancher was what was the accident?
Well, I never meant to stay here. I came out here and thought, I was just super burnt out of touring and of worrying about money. Just the strain, it was just horrible. And I felt like I was going to just completely collapse mentally. So I moved out here. Like, I had a regular job for a while, but it was definitely a temporary solution. And then I was going to go back and, figure out where I was going to be touring out of again. That was like what, that was my life. And then I just loved it so much here. And it was actually really horrible. It was like a year-long process of just like, how can I stay here, which I love, but can't play music, can't do music, certainly not make a living playing music. And during that time is when I met my husband. And so, like, we were falling in love, which just made it even worse. It's like, what am I going to do? And so I'd sort of resigned myself. I was like, okay, well, I'll have to tour part-time, and then I'll, live on the ranch the other time. And I'll just have to accept that I won't get to play music the way I did. And that's just, it was like this, felt like a really big loss. But then, hilariously, it turns out that Neil Young's bass player, Billy Talbot,
Oh
has a
yeah,
band.
that's right.
Like, 40 miles from here, which sounds far, but is not far. That's like a close neighbor. And so he and I ended up getting to be friends, and like he produced my last album, and you know, and through him, like I met different people, and then like just over time, it's like my music career now is like definitely, I mean, it's not, I have two little kids too, so I mean, it's definitely not a huge part of my life the way it was, but it's still extreme. Like I've just been shocked at how what I was able to, or I didn't make it, it just happened.
Oh man. More from Eliza in a little bit. That's my old friend Eliza Blue, and yeah, she lives in South Dakota, and she lives in such a rural part of South Dakota that like I've tried to tour there multiple times, and I never am able to get there. Like I can't. I try to go, and I route things around it, and then every year for 10 years since she's lived out there, ultimately I'm just like, I'm not gonna make it. I don't know how to get there. All right, I'm gonna do this. Someone requested this last week. I want to do this one. I am an American in love, an American in love. I am an American in love. I'll show you what I'm made of. I will show you. I'll show you what I'm made of. I am an American in love. And I know I'm not the only one with a problem. And I know Ma, yes I know Ma, I know they're starving in China. I know they're dying in Africa. I know they're dying in Africa. I know they're dying. I am an American in love, an American in love. I am an American in love. I'll show you what I'm made of. I will show you, I'll show you what I'm made of. I am an American in love. Maybe we should go, dear. Maybe we should leave here. Maybe I should go, dear. Maybe I should leave here. Maybe I should leave here. Maybe I should leave here. I'll show you what I'm made of. I will show you, I'll show you what I'm made of. I am an American in love. Yeah. Oh, it feels good to play the guitar after not being able to play it last week. That's nice. All right. Give me laughter, give me sun, give me love for everyone. Make it hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. When the working day is done and the evening has begun, make it hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. And whoever I end up with, when the whiskey's all been drunk, she'll never get to see every side of me, 'cause I'm hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. I am hellbound, bent, heaven sent. Going back to 2013, the Good Goodbyes album. It's a positive one. This is a positive song. Well, the first one that I tasted was so helpful and so wasted. She was hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. And the one I thought I'd stay with was the one I liked to play with. She was hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. And the future's what we make it, and we'll make it like the past. I hope we let it shine, take it slow this time. Make it hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. Make it hellbound, bent, and heaven sent. Give me laughter, give me sun, give me love for everyone. Yeah, love for everyone, right? Oh my gosh, we definitely need that intention. Nancy, yeah, that was why I wore it. The green screen sees through the green in the shirt. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Put those comments, put those requests in the comments, and I'll do a all request medley in a little bit. That was really fun last week, but why am I trying to recreate it? Why am I trying to recreate the magic of last week? Like I'm forcing it. I shouldn't force it. I should just let it be. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Maybe it won't happen this week. Let's go to the Black Hills. I don't have a lot of different locations for South Dakota. I kind of kept it like simple and beautiful this week. Actually, let's go to this is a different Badlands shot. I just love these. So pretty. All right. Okay, just a little warning here. I'm gonna do this little intro video. I'm gonna do a new song. I'm gonna do a song that's on the new album. Thank you those that have supported the new album. It's really cool to see people doing that. If you don't know about it, you can check it out at the store. And yeah, thanks for doing that. And I'm gonna play this song that I have this video intro for. So there's some images in this video intro that might be a little heavy, but it's in context, and I think you can handle it. So just know, put up your psychic boundaries around imagery that might be a little disturbing. There is a lot of talk about flags. What is your flag? Have you a flag? Where is your flag? Rainbows and swastikas, stars and bars. There are a lot of flags. In Germany now, they don't fly their flag. It's wrong somehow. It feels wrong. When I was a young man, I went to London, and when I came home, I bought a flag, an American flag, and I hung it on the wall. History is written by men with degrees and money on trees, and the people they know and the places they go and the news they read and their media feed is curated, captioned, and quoted and wrong, and right sometimes too, and right sometimes too. But in all of those hours, in all of that time, so few thought to question the party line. What's new becomes old, and what's old becomes cool, and what's cool becomes lame. That's how it goes, it always has. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna transform. We can transform. I'm gonna transform. We can transform. It's a good day for freedom. It's a good day for love. There is God in the future. There is sunlight above. There are still friends around me. There are friends lost at sea. Friends are buried below me. Friends are buried in dreams. And the lovers are carried. I know they carried me. And my mother carried, I know she carried me. So take time to read the writing on the wall. Take time to read the writing on the wall. Take time to read the writing on the wall. Take time to read the writing on the wall. Oh, this is the greatest comment I've received yet. Andy, I don't know if you're still watching, but that's a Periscope comment. So that means that it's I love it. 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 That means it's on Twitter. So Andy's just cruising on Twitter, and then this guy shows up on his feed. Ah. Isn't that the beauty of this internet thing, man? It's like, no, I guess you could stumble into a show accidentally, but no one stumbles into, like, who is this guy? Oh, I love it, Andy. Thanks for that. And Lizzie, thank you for the hearts. Okay, so South Dakota. So South Dakota. I'm gonna stick with the new album here and do another song that is maybe we'll come back to the Black Hills, or to the Badlands. But let's go to the Black Hills. The Black Hills were a sacred place, are a sacred place. And the people who lived there were displaced. Let me show you this. I'm not going to give you the full history, but I'm just going to show you some things. So we're into South Dakota info here. Is this it? Yeah. I don't know. You can't really see that, can you? It was so hard to find this map, by the way, like really hard to find this map. But these dark, let's see if I do this. Yeah, you can see that. All right. These dark circles here, this is where the reservations, so-called reservations, are in South Dakota today. But this entire boundary, pink boundary, is what it used to be, including the Black Hills, which is a sacred place for the Sioux people. This is where their forefathers are buried. It's a place where they used to go to commune with their God and their nature and truth. And I don't want to speak for them. That's just I don't want to speak for it. But it was a sacred place to them. And if you look at this, in 1877, they lost it. It was taken from them. And it was taken from them because Custer found gold in the Black Hills. And by the way, like, this pink boundary was the boundary in 1868. I mean, the entire land used to belong to them in whatever way land can belong to a person. So, this is not specifically about that story, but it's a similar story, and it's also on the new album. All the pretty girls in Tulsa got me pretty well figured out. But I am not ashamed because I know what love's about. We're all cross communications, walkie-talkie telephones. I can feel it in my body, balls and bones. When it ended, it was obvious. It was there beside my bed. Once it came to me like silence, like a book I hadn't read. There were bicycles and tricycles and unicycles flew. It was either present day or 1492. There were Incans who were thinking. There were mountains taught to move. There were Africans inside of them too. There were staircases and hair cases and pottery and barns. All the men still had their weapons. All the women had their charms. There were highways, there were byways. There were miles and miles of road. Some went somewhere, some went nowhere. Some went to another road. And the roads went up the mountains where the horses couldn't go. It was almost an advantage till the guns began to glow. I imagine naked women, I imagine naked men, I imagine naked children crying, looking up at them. There was no way to avoid it. There was nothing they could do. It was either present day or 1492. Yeah, when the fight began, I'm sure they knew it meant that they were through. It was either present day or 1492. All the pretty girls in Tulsa got me pretty well figured out. But I am not ashamed because I know what love's about. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Even if you're like Andy Crum and you're like, who is this guy and why did I get here? Ooh, Aaron. Great. Yes. Good reminder. Things are for sale at the store. Things are for sale at the store. And one of the things that is for sale is this North Star on vinyl. And there's also hats. And these hats say 2020 on them, and they're going to be really special in like 2023. Get yourself a hat. And there's other things there too. Yes, Corey, I'm aware, and I'm kind of into it too, honestly. I think it's kind of awesome. All right, let's I like the North Star idea. I'm going to do a song off North Star, but first, let's listen to another little bit from my friend Eliza. So the tour, we're in South Dakota today. We're going through South Dakota. We are so many beautiful sacred places in South Dakota. And let's listen to another little clip from Eliza.
The way that that human mind and, you know, our capacity to understand the world. Like we didn't evolve to the point to understand what we've created.
Yes.
We can't. It's like it's too big for us. And I think that that's part of the generalized anxiety that seems to be plaguing almost everybody everywhere. I think that's because even things as simple as driving in a car, you're going too fast.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you have to wear a seatbelt and have all those safety mechanisms in place, because you can't make decisions fast enough to avoid crashing into things. Like,
You're
that's
going
a
too
problem.
fast. You're going too fast.
Like
Don't
your
go that
brain
way.
just can't handle it. That's stressful. And it's, when I moved to a rural area, I always joke about this, that I, you know, have always been and will always be an anxious person, but my anxiety level like dropped from like normal was normal was here the second I left the city, because I didn't have to parallel park anymore. I
Yeah.
swear to God, just that difference. I didn't have to like look both ways when I crossed the street. Like simple, basic, fundamental building blocks of my experience changed to a speed that like that my nervous system could react to without feeling like I was on high alert all the time.
That's really I I have a similar experience to just abandoning the car as a main mode of transportation. I think about it all the time. Like just it's different in a city. I mean, it's if you have to get around in a car where you live, it's a different experience than it is driving a car in a dense urban area, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's so stressful. I mean, it's like it messes you up. And people that are just constantly in that every day, an hour both ways to work, I have been in that too. You don't know what it's doing to you. It's
Right.
just your normal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And until you have the chance to like break, well, and that's why I think people like going on vacation. And it's, you know, we always joke here, like people go to guest ranches, and that's like what, you know, they might do for a fun family trip. And so my husband and I always joke that we live on vacation and it's a lot of work. But like it, but the truth is, and it is a lot of work, but it is a different and I would say much more human kind of work, and therefore I don't know if fulfilling is the right word, but it's easier to be mentally healthy. I mean, that sounds like I'm making this big leap, but that has been my personal experience. It's that it's much easier to be mentally healthy at a pace like and a scale of like what happens when you live on a farm. And again, like I think that's why so many people crave that kind of like going back to the land, um, because it just, yeah, there's something about it that feels, it feels like, yes, we did evolve to live more like this makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh man. Great. Let's have a mental health segment. I love what Eliza said there. That's my friend Eliza. I've known her since high school. She's a author and musician. Go check her out. We got a couple more little clips from our interview. She says some beautiful things coming up. I saved the best for last. But that bit about her anxiety level in when she's in a rural place, I always feel that when I'm in nature. Um, let's get these faces of these guys off this though. Let's go back to the Black Hills. Um, all right, here's a song from North Star. Here's a song from North Star. The cover looks like that. And let's do a mental health segment. We're gonna do let's do a rock block. Rock block time. What do I need to do? Like I need to go like rock block. All right. 3-song rock block. Yeah, Lorraine, I know. Such an interesting perspective. Um, okay. 3-song rock block. I don't want to take designer drugs. I don't wanna take on. The waves roll in and the waves roll up. I wanna roll with them. I wanna roll with them. I just get so down sometimes. I'm reminded of all my former crimes. I'm never ready. I'm never ready. I'm not steady. I'm not steady. I'm not steady. But I don't wanna take designer drugs. I don't wanna take on. The waves roll in and the waves roll up. I wanna roll with them. I wanna roll with them. I just get so down sometimes. I'm reminded of all my former crimes. No one's died. No one's died. No one's died yet. No one's died. No one's died yet. No one's died. No one's died. No one's And all this time, all this time, and all this time. So I don't wanna take designer drugs. I don't wanna take on. The waves roll in and the waves roll up. I wanna roll with them. I wanna roll with them. I just get so down sometimes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my song on the live stream. On the live stream. Thank you for listening to my song on the live stream. On the live stream. On the live stream. Thank you for listening to my song. All right, we're in a mental health rock block here. Song 2. Let's do this one. This one, you want to hear something crazy? The clocks are going to change on November 1st. That's when daylight saving time either comes to an end or stops. I think it comes to an end. fall back. And the election is the Tuesday, so it's going to be a little dark. It's going to be a dark time. So for those of you that are in a dark time or have been in a dark time, this is a song about that. I can't afford designer shit, so I don't wear it. We cannot get to Mars, I guess I'll never see it. I'm racing like an idiot, I chased away my demons. I am just in time again for daylight saving. I dove into the darkness, I was scared and anxious, pulling out my hair when they were shouting in the silence. I couldn't talk to anyone, I couldn't see the beauty. I thought about my funeral, my mother weeping. I played the game of risk like I was Hitler, and I lost early. I tried to talk to Jesus, but Jesus just didn't make sense. Running from the wilderness, hiding from the sun, waiting on the gun show. Something simple and a gun, waiting on the gun show. Something peaceful and a gun, waiting on the gun show. I'm coming back around, my friend, I do believe it. Look straight into my eyes at night and you will see it. I want to be surprised again, I'm ready to be truthful. I am just in time again for daylight saving. And when the beast returns, I'm gonna stand and fight it. I'll stare it down with all I've got, and one of us won't make it. I am ready to be ruthless, I want justice, I want violence. Everyone must murder, all that matters is the reason. I've got a quick cold turkey, make a plan, avoid temptation, get support, make a list, live healthy, and give myself a gift, breathe deep, get help. I've got a quick cold turkey, make a plan, avoid temptation, get support, make a list, live healthy, and give myself a gift, breathe deep, get help. Pete's concerned. I did say the third, Pete. We can run the tape back. I do believe I said the third, but the daylight saving is the first. So my point was that on the third, when everyone votes and everyone votes and everyone votes, or has already mailed in their vote or delivered their ballot or whatever they've done, then on the first, it's going to be dark at 4:30 or 5 o'clock again, and then on the third is going to be the election. So yes, on November 3rd is the election. All right, we're in a mental health rock block. We need one more. think of this song as in this same vein. Let's tune down here. Thank you for joining me. I just love doing this. I really do. It's a really unique way to connect with people, you know? Like, I love seeing the names. I love seeing the comments. And yes, soon we will return, hopefully soon, we will return to in-person gatherings. But for now, this is a great way to do it. You guys don't even have to put on pants. I put on pants, by the way, when I do this. It's the only time I wear pants. Jeans, I should say. I wear pajama pants most of the time these days. Alright, so I'm going to do this one for the end of the rock block. This is from, can you see this? On cassette. Can't really see it. Kind of there. This is from the Hereafter album. 2006. I remember writing this song. I was in... Songs come at different times, in different ways. But this one I remember so clearly. I was in Chicago visiting my friends, and it was snowing. It was so wintry and cold and snowing, and I was visiting my old friends, and I was noticing that we all looked a little different, a little older, and the chorus to this song just came to me all at once on the way to the airport. I was on the way to the L train to take it. I think I was flying out of Midway, which is quite a journey on the L, and it was cold and winter. And I just got this, everyone looks different. Everyone looks different. Everyone looks different now. Just got that in my head. I remember I had this little recorder at the time. This is before cell phones, but before like smartphones. I had a little recorder. I wasn't planning on telling this story. This is funny that this is occurring to me. Maybe it's because we're in South Dakota. We're in the Midwest. But it was snowing, and I like ducked into this alleyway, like awning thing on the way to the train, and I took out my little battery-powered voice recorder, and I recorded that chorus, and then I wrote the rest of it later. But I was slumming it to Midway. It was Midway, yeah, because it's in the song. I had like my bags, and I was, taking it, going the hard way. Going the hard way. But I'm leaving today. I'm slumming it to Midway, slumming it to Midway, slumming it to Midway. But I didn't pay. Everyone looks different. Everyone looks different. Everyone looks different now. locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. Locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. I'm locking up because of it. Locking up because of it. I won't be coming back because of it. I won't be coming back because of it. I won't be back. 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 I'm looking to the future, looking to the future, looking to the future, and I like what I see. I'm looking to the future, looking to the future, looking to the future, and I like what I see. All right. Thank you for joining me. 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 Thank you for sharing the stream, because Facebook suppresses the stream if you don't stream straight from Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is greedy, but it's also kind of great. It's pretty confusing these days. Thank you. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's worth a gratitude moment for that. Thank you. Let's go back to this one. I like this one. It's funny, these the green screens for both South Dakota this week and Nebraska last week, it's a little challenging. It's a very it's a pretty repetitive landscape. All right, I got a couple more today. I also have a couple more beautiful beautiful little clips from Eliza. Oh, check it out. Denton. Hey, Emily. Wow. All the way down in Texas. Grateful for the ways in which this allows me to connect with people. Put any requests in the comments and we'll do a all requests medley here in a sec. I wanted to do this one. Song is not on. I've been kind of thinking that maybe the way to do it when we can gather together again, maybe I'll do like record a series of live recordings or something, because I have all these new songs that I've never played for people in the real world. I think that could be fun. So here is one of them. No, I'm gonna do this one. I had a whole little thing that just went on where I was like hesitant to play this next one because I don't know if it communicates. This is supposed to be fun, but also sarcastic, and there's a sing-along part. It's complicated. But let's try it. So, this is a song about the 80s. The 80s. Who's with me, 80s? Who remembers the 80s? Oh, Corey, thank you. That's great. I was seeing this. Lisa said this too. The new album is great. This is great, you guys. Thank you. I will say, you put out the new album. It's a funny thing putting out the album because it's like you just put it out there, and then there it is. You know, people will say things like, "I listened to the album." You know, so it's nice to have some feedback when it comes. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Okay, so this has a sing-along part for those that remember the 80s. For those that don't, I'll be over in a minute. Okay. Let's see if sarcasm reads across the internet. In the 80s in America, how does this song start? I think it's like this. In the 80s in America, we were causing quite a stir. We knew who they were, and we knew we were better than they were. In the 80s in America, we could weather any storm. We were the good guys, and the good guys don't forget where they were born. And they know every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. In the 80s there was AIDS, yes, but it wasn't on TV yet. In the 80s there were gays, yes, but they stayed out of our faces. And with Cosby on TV, we embraced our different races. We didn't know he was a rapist in the 80s. We had fun, boy did we have fun. It was morning again and we had fun. We were friends with Osama. We had money on Hussein. There was no way that could backfire. They both had armies that we trained. In the 80s in America, we were wondrous wild. On the face of every citizen was allegiance and a smile. Michael J. Fox wasn't sick yet. Kirk Cameron wasn't a dick yet. We had growing pains and family ties in the 80s. Rock and roll had riffs and hair. We were the world because we cared. We were the world and well aware of the stakes of where we stood. It was evil against good. It was Russia against us. In the 80s we knew who we could and who we couldn't trust. We were friends with Osama. We had money on Hussein, and their armies that we armed harmed only bad guys. as we watched the wall did crumble, as we watched the curtain fell. We had another victory to report and a freedom tale to tell. Good Lord Jesus kept us humble. Good Lord Jesus kept us clean. Good Lord Jesus kept us fed and kept us focused on the dream. The dream of freedom from the commies. The dream of freedom for the Jews. The dream of freedom for the Muslims and for the Venezuelans too. In the 80s in America, there were freedom for us all. We had cable, we had cash, we had a ball. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. In the 80s, in America. Oh yeah, Corey, you bet. Riding your bike. Although, that's a great segue to let's have some riding bikes with John. So check it out. I did a pretty long ride yesterday. I was pretty proud of it. This was yesterday's ride. Or total, this is the week. Excuse me, this is the week. I did 33 miles yesterday, 33:55. But man, like, took me a long time to ride 33 miles. I think I'm slow. I think I'm slower than most people that do these long rides, which is fine. That's just the way that I roll. But if I'm ever going to do the century, which was kind of my goal this year, to do 100 miles, that's going to take a long time. It's going to take me like 9 hours. Jeff, thanks. Thank you. I like that one. I don't know if that would get across the webs. All right, let's listen to one more brief bit from my friend Eliza while we're here in South Dakota. And then we'll move on with our day. I'll do, she had this beautiful thing to say here. This is what I want to share with you. Listen to this thing that Beth said. I knew her as Beth when we grew up. She goes by Eliza now. Check this out.
I don't know, not to get too, touchy-feely or
No,
weird.
get into it. Do it. Get touchy-feely.
But I just really believe that like we are led places, or I don't know. Does something lead us? Do we lead ourselves? I don't know. That's the mystery that I don't have any answers for. But what I have experienced is that if you follow whatever that deep knowing is, or however you'd want to label it, God, whatever it feels best for you to call it, if you follow that, it is astonishing what can happen, that you just can't possibly predict, and that you have to have faith that that the unexpected is always possible, and that things can turn out, I don't know, just like you can have I don't know. I'm really struggling to find words because it's something that I don't know how to talk about with language. I just know that I couldn't have imagined arriving where I am through my own machinations. Like something else definitely had to help me find my way here. And I'm so thankful every single day to be here doing this now.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? I love that. Whatever leads you, the unexpected. She says the unexpected is possible. I love that. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I'm going to do these, I think I'm going to do these Sundays through October. And then we'll do the time change, and then we'll see what happens in our country and in our world, huh? Hopefully we can get back to reality pretty soon. I do appreciate if you have the ability to share financial energy in this way. I am grateful for it. These are a lot of work. It was easier to just set the phone and just, do it. It's cutting up the videos and everything. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. And then there's also the store. You can also buy them here. What am I talking about? You can buy stuff there. You can buy. I'm thinking about that beautiful thing that Eliza said. I'm not thinking about my commercial. We got CDs. We got tapes. We got digital box sets. What? What is this? Digital box sets? All right, give me some. Let's do the medley. Give me some all request medley. All request medley in the comments. Give me the comments for the all request medley, and we'll call it a day. All request medley. All request medley. Or I'll just give myself requests too. I'll give myself requests. But thank you for tuning in. I think comment of the day. I read them all. Thank you. I see them here. I love this. Because that's from Twitter. So that means that like that guy. I just love it. What did I want to play? Oh, I wanted to do that one. Oh. Okay, I'll start here. Because we're in the Midwest. This is a great request. Wallace Brown. It's not Wallace Green. I think you mean. Start here. I'm seeing the comments. I'm seeing we're doing an all request medley. Here we go. I gotta drink some water before the all request medley. Got it, Phil. I'll work it in. And I want to just have one more before I do the all request medley. Thanks for being here and coming, dropping by into this space to make me feel. I mean, artists just. Wayne said it last week. My friend from Nebraska, we were talking about how important it is to connect and how hard it is to not be able to do that this year. I miss you, so it's fun to have this little ritual of normalcy. I like this. That's a good. All right. I was born in the heart of Minnesota. I was raised to look my neighbor in the eye. My dad said, son, give a smile to everyone and understand you're not the only one who's trying to live a little life before they die. Well, my sister and I grew in suburban summer nights under those hardland stars and the glow of those street lights. I told her I'd be there if somehow we got older and she ever needed someone to hold her. She nodded her head, smiled and said, all right. Well, I got out of there thinking there had to be more life somewhere. I said, what I need is the speed of the East Coast. You can make yourself into a man there, and they don't care how you wear your hair. In Minnesota, I got lost in the darkness of the subway. I disappeared in more fear than I've ever seen. And in the early morning stillness, I felt a tightening in my chest and a longing for the smell of evergreen. I thought I'd rather save myself than later say that I gave up myself. I felt like a quitter on the day I drove away. But I crossed the river just after sundown. I saw my hometown, and I cried at the sign that said, "Welcome to Minnesota." There's a silence there that warms you in the winter. There's a beauty in the grace of fallen snow. I felt my head clear and my heart beat as I drove down my old street, and I realized it was time again to go. 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 Tonight I'm lost somewhere, making the trip out west. I'm a young guy with my head hung up in the sky. In Minnesota, buried deep inside my chest. I retreated, I concede. I'm not stupid, I can see. I'm not sorry, I'm angry. I am beaten, I am torn. I'm glad that I was born. I'm glad that I am living. I'm shaken, I'm scared. I'm weak and unprepared. I'm a loser and a liar. But I will kill to prove a point. I will kill to stay alive. I'll set the earth on fire. So I woke up late, put my shoes on straight, and walked out the gate. And the lake was blue, and the day was new, and the eagle flew. I've been hibernating, waiting for a sign. I've been medicating, drinking dollar wine. She was cute and she was small. She was playing basketball. She made me wonder. And we finished it so fast as the ambulances passed in the lightning and the thunder. She gave everything to me. I said I didn't know, and I put myself above her. Then I decided not to wait. I decided not to care. I decided just to love her. And from where she stood, and from where I stood, it was understood. And the lake was new, and the lake was blue, and the eagle flew, and the day was new. I said, let's stay up and watch it all go down. Once again, they played with my head again. They got me in deep again. I fell for their tricks again, and I believed them again. I'm such an idiot. Once again they played with they twisted my arm again. I fell for their charm again. I didn't wake up until I understood the freeway. Every car is a person. 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 So the day was new and the lake was blue. The challenge with all request medley is you never know what you're gonna get. You mess up some of your lyrics. That's the beauty of the live stream. So the lake was blue and the eagle flew, but the day is new. I am older now, you are older now, we are older too. And the organ grinder is sure to find her too. In the desperate faces of a Sunday afternoon. Yes, the organ grinder is sure this one. Got two more for the all request medley. Well, there's a sandwich called a sloppy Joe. Somebody said, do you want any more? And I replied, super duper. Super duper. I was on a trip in my time machine. Abe Lincoln said, I'm getting rid of slavery. And I replied, super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Well, Danny Marino was tossing a pass. Somebody said, who's gonna cover his ass? And I replied, super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Then I grabbed my penis and I took it out. My girlfriend said, I'm gonna put it in my mouth. And I replied, super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Two more times, super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Super duper. Super duper. One more song for the Arwa Crest medley. Lorraine, thank you for that. I love doing it. So it's an amazing thing when something that you are thankful for, I am thankful for. So that's great. Thank you. End of summer cigarettes, undercover backyard beds. Next to me the music plays, next to her it's better. Candy bars and shooting stars, endless fog and endless cars. I let her fall asleep so she wouldn't catch me looking. I was fine until I saw her in a dress, the week of end of summer cigarettes. We took turns, we looked for signs. I knew that she would have to leave. I knew that we just couldn't be together anymore. I showed her out, I shut the door, and I was fine. Another life, another time. I showed her out, I shut the door, and I was fine. Wild in the evergreens, I met her there. I saw her knees, I saw her shoes outside my tent. We both went straight to sleep. End of summer cigarettes, long forgotten, dreamed regrets. I know that we will meet another time. I'll be clean and she'll be free. She'll spend another night with me, and I won't let her fall asleep. I was fine until I saw her in a dress, the week of end of summer cigarettes. I was fine until I saw her in a dress. That's the end of the live stream for today. I'm grateful that you come on here and you listen to my songs. That's the end of the live stream for today. I wonder what's gonna happen in the world next week. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. People say they do, but they don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So we gotta be nice to each other and ourselves. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So we gotta be nice to each other and ourselves. All right, so let's send out the good vibes here. Send out kindness into the world. From South Dakota. Sending out kindness, patience, understanding. I think patience is pretty good. Let's go patience next week. Let's go patience next week. Patience, patience. patience with the media, patience with your phone, patience with your phone. Okay. See you next week at 11 a.m. Pacific. Thank you, Henry, for listening. Grateful to have this place to gather